Hi, everybody. We're here to talk today about Ashes of Creation, one of the most anticipated MMOs, and I can say that with certainty because I know I am, that we've had in the past couple years. Now, today I want to talk about the $500 Alpha Access Pack and why I bought it, why I support people who get it under circumstances that we'll discuss in a few minutes, and why I hope that I will thoroughly enjoy the game through all of its testing phases and down the road. So, to start with, I bought the Alpha Pack. I'm a proud owner. I'm proud. Um, and I want to explain why I bought it. So, when the game first did a Kickstarter back in the day, I would have bought one then. Okay, this is not a rush decision. This is not a poorly made decision. I thought about this long and hard since the moment I learned about this game's development. I obviously went back, I looked at all the old Kickstarter tiers, and right now we're looking at a list that we're going to talk about in just a minute. And then we'll go look at some gameplay footage or something. I don't know. We'll see. But this game came out or was Kickstarted back, I believe, in 17. I had no clue. I had friends who were keeping up with all kinds of MMOs, the MMOs that were going to be coming out, the MMOs that were anticipated, all that shit. And part of my friendship. But they had no idea. No one let me in on this. I had no idea. But by the time I found out about it, and I've only found out about this game in the last 6 months, so I was very sad that I both could not support the developers, the game, and that I also would not have the opportunity to participate both in the testing and in just general enjoying the game and playing it in the early stages. This game is, to me, a hope. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not hyping it up. I'm not going to say, oh, this is, there's no such thing as a WoW killer. I have never seen a game even come close. This is not going to be it either. For all the people who think it is, you're out of your minds. But I think it can be a very good game, and I think it can be a very strong competitor on the marketplace. It's trying to take us back to the old days of the roots of MMOs, and I really like that. That's why I'm really excited for it, and that's why I would have supported it regardless of the hype or whatever else have you. Now, like I said, I've bought it. That's the first reason I bought it. The second reason is because I wanted to support the game. The third reason is because I like testing games. I have bought into other alphas in the past and I have tried them and I have had a very good time with it. Now, I'm not going to say which ones because some of them were under NDA and I could get in trouble. But here's the thing. I want to go over what you're getting if you buy into the Alpha 1 pack. I want to break it down because people look at it and they say $500, that's outrageous. I want to talk to you about it. You get access to all the phases of testing, okay, from Alpha 1 the all the way up to the beta. I'm assuming the open beta at that point. You get and that's a big value in itself. Okay, I've paid $150 just to play in an alpha before, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying that I have. So that's something to keep in mind. You're paying some of it to play test. All right, that's just what some of the value is. They're giving you 11 months of game time, roughly $165 value. That's cool. So that means it's $150. It's $15 a month. That's a reasonable subscription fee if we're going based on that price. $150 in Embers, I could live or I could take it or leave it personally. I'm not a big cosmetic man. Now that might change because some of the skins and cosmetics I've seen in this game are top, really good looking stuff. You know what I mean? You get all the accessories. That's basically all the rest of the stuff. And I really hope that the cosmetics will keep coming out, keep being nice. I like the set that we got with this pack. At the same time, like I'm a big ocean person, so it's all cool with me. I'm fine. Same time, I do hope they keep up in being able to innovate and create new themes every month because I do worry about that. But these are the main features you get. You're getting, over $300 just in the embers and the game time. Okay. So that's a big part of it right there. Now, you are paying I think $100 to $200 is fair to get into an alpha. Now, for any of you who are considering buying it, this is my warning. I would love to highlight warning. Read up here. This is not the final game. If you're buying this to play game, I don't recommend it. I'm like everyone else. I know you've heard it 1,000 times from everybody, even Steven, the man himself. But I don't recommend it if you just are wanting to play. Okay. Now I'm guilty of it. I want to play. I'm guilty. I'm not without a horse in this race, so to speak. Okay. But I have played in other games. I have helped to find small bugs, nothing major. I'm not proud to say, oh man, I found, game-ending bugs. And there are game-ending bugs. And we'll talk about that more in a minute. But, you're testing. That's what we're here for. We're here to stress test. Sometimes we're just numbers. Sometimes that's all we are. We're there to help push the system. We're there to cause mayhem, havoc on it, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Now, it's important, though, that when you try games like these and you get into alphas, that you keep an open mind. You're not just there to play. And if you are coming to play, it's crazy because nothing is permanent. Everything is going to be wiped. And a lot of the times, I don't know if they'll do it in this game, but in a lot of times, they'll give you high-end gear just to go, PvP, play test, fight, whatever, okay? They'll often give you stuff, kind of like a test server, if anyone out there has played on those, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go look it up. But your job is to literally break things when you're testing games, when you're in alpha, when you're doing things. You're trying new things. You're going on the forums and you're checking and making sure that what you found is not already found before you report it, because that's part of your job too. You can't just make 10,000 reports about the same thing. You can report that, hey, I got the same result, or hey, I got this too. That's perfectly fine. But you do not want to be going in there and just create new tickets, new reports, new everything constantly and just overloading the team, because they're trying to find the report. They're trying to make sure that the bug is repeatable and they're trying to get it fixed quickly and efficiently. That's their job. And our job is to find the bugs. Now, let me give you an example of a simple bug. There was a time that, and I'm not going to say any games or whatever, but there was a bug, and it was real easy, where it had ships in it, and you could flip the ship, and you could literally have the ship spin because physics was broken, but you could spin the ship like a blender. And they didn't fix that one for a long time, and some of you may know which one I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say names. That's a simple bug. It's not something that's going to ruin the game. It's not something that's going to break the game. Now, let me give you an example of a game-breaking bug. Dupe bugs. So somebody on the server I was in that we were testing, they found a way to go to a certain area, and under certain conditions, they had kept up several UI interfaces and other things that normally you couldn't. They found a way to dupe. Now I know, oh, well, that's on the test server. It doesn't matter. It does matter, because they were the only one to find it. Now, realistically, on a server that's going to have, thousands, tens of thousands of people playing on it, yeah, that's not likely to happen. But let's say it did for just one moment. If you had a playtester who learned this bug and they never reported it and they took it over to live, they would crash the entire economy very quickly. They would destroy it, and you would be sitting in a dead game because they didn't get it fixed. Bugs ruin games. And that's what we're here to fix. So you never buy into a game this early just to play it. You're buying into it because you want to help its development. You want to say, hey, I was there at the start. I put in time. I helped. Unfortunately, I work a lot, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to play it as much as I would like to. And I'm sorry if I ramble on a little bit. I really just like hearing myself talk, I think, is the big thing. But this is my caution to you. Unless you want to be there, unless you want to be a part of it, and please don't buy it if you don't have the money to spend. I've met so many people online over the years who will spend their last pennies to play games and to do stuff. If you need the money, if you even think you might need the money, please don't spend the $500. Give it time. Buy one of the other packs if you just can't wait. The beta should be out. I don't remember the current schedule. Well, actually, the beta's not announced yet. But buy the Alpha 2 pack or something else, Just be patient, because what you're going to see and what you're going to play, and when it comes out, when they release the NDA, if you see that this is something you want to get into, I don't know for sure, but the packs might still be for sale. You could always get in then. Okay, so don't panic. I don't think they're going to stop the sale of them. I don't think. Don't quote me on it. But anyway, just please be smart with your money and really think and consider before you buy the pack. Now, like I said, I bought the pack. I encourage others to buy the pack if they think that this is something they sincerely want. If you are absolutely on the fence, you're not sure at all, I don't want you to get it. Because what's going to happen is one of three things. You're going to be really unhappy with the game because it's in a testing phase, and you're going to give up. You're not going to play it again for a long time. The second thing that could happen is you're going to charge back on your card or get the money returned. Now, you're well within your rights to do so. And if you feel that it's justified, feel free. The reason I don't like doing refunds or chargebacks or, requesting your money back, whatever. Some companies, and I don't know if they've done this, they may not do it, but some companies once they have that income for more than a certain amount of time, they count that toward the money that they have for funding and development of features, employees, all that. So let's say 90 days down the line, let's say they do 30 days, okay? Well, they're counting on that money at that point. Now, in this instance, they may not be, because they have a good funding and the studio seems to be pretty smart with their head on their shoulders. So it may not be an issue at all. You may not even have to worry about this. But sometimes when you do that, it can really put a hurt on companies that did count on that money. And at the end of the day, your individual needs and necessity outweigh a company's. But it's just something to think about. Not just for this game, for all games. Now, we've talked about how I think that what they're offering is fair. The 11 months, the Embers, and like I said, $100 to $200 is just getting into the alpha, because you are getting a privilege. And let me repeat that. It is a privilege to be allowed to get into the alpha, okay? It's not, I bought in, I'm entitled. It's a privilege, and one that I think they should take away if you prove incompetent. And you can always watch people stream this when it comes out. When the NDA is done, you're going to be able to go ahead and do that. Now, let me go ahead and see if I can get us. I had a video. I'm going to go ahead and play this. Let me cut off the sound. Now, this is one of their old videos. Okay, this is all the way back from 2017. This is the video footage they had then of their pre-alpha world. Okay? And even then, it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not going to say it's not epic levels, but it was pretty good even back then. And so I'm really excited to see all the new features, all the new things they've made. Some of this stuff I think we've seen before that's been re-rendered or, updated graphics, what have you. But I'm really excited to see, just how much things have changed. If they have any of these locations left in the world, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of why I bought the pack and why I hope and pray that all of you are being smart about it and considering, should I buy it? And if you do, what kind of tester are you going to be? Are you going to be what they need, or are you just doing it for yourself? Bottom line is, I recommend getting the pack after a strong, thought-out discussion with yourself. That's where I stand on it. And this video went on longer than I expected, but I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. We're going to finish watching this, and then we're going to go ahead and call it. We're halfway done. And like I said, the scenery and everything that they've shown ever since I saw this game 6 months ago, I have just ate up any content from it because I thoroughly enjoy it and I just really like it. And this is from the Ashes of Creation channel itself. And I just wanted to show it because it's really beautiful aesthetic. Even though it is from 17, I'm sure they've worked very diligently over the years and have made even better content, more interesting, you know, all that fun stuff. But I sincerely hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, you know, I'm not going to force you to. I can't. But a like and subscribe would be a big help. I'm trying to grow a community. I will be starting up a community Discord, and it will have a Ashes of Creation focus for the time being. I do want it to be a Discord where we can all come together, have fun together, play, and, you know, just grow as individuals. I know my YouTube video content is not that great, but, you know, I'm starting out. It's going to be a long, rocky path. And I hope everyone here has a blessed day, and I will talk with you all later in my next video, which will probably be coming out in a day or two. Stay safe, everyone. God bless.